This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
I love Ben Reilly.
Never get enough of that. Hello and welcome to the Ultimate Spider Cast. Another spooktacular Spider-Man tale for the month of October. I am Phil, and joining me as always is...
Hey y'all, it's Willow Hellfire.
Don't let her quiet demeanor fool you. Lies. Strike you down. But this one's even weirder than last episode, because it's like, don't let the cover deceive you. It's not even like, you really don't get Spider-Man to get like the spectacular Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes sense as we get into in the story. So yes, as we mentioned a few times last episode, we were covering the next issue of Spider-Man Unlimited, number 20, August 1998. Which, I don't know. Do you think it was purposely?
A few months too early.
I was gonna say, was this purposely done where they did like two kind of like supernatural, like horror tales, and back to back? I mean, not that this came out every month, but still.
No, I think they just had a story they wanted to tell, because this isn't really that creepy. It's kind of sad, actually.
Yeah, I know, but it's the Frankenstein.
It does have a horror element, I guess.
But it's the same writer, though.
Christopher Golden, right?
Yep.
I like that this issue literally starts with, it was a darkest during night, and he's like, no, really. Like, I think it's like one of my favorite, like, openings.
And the like first two pages are like in
black and white.
Yeah, like an old movie, yes. You just see Peter going to the Bugle and Jameson like getting prepared to send him to the Swiss Alps, all expenses paid.
How do you feel about cloning?
Ah!
And he's with Betty Riley. On a plane. I'm tired of these nightmares. These MFing nightmares on this MFing plane.
He wakes up on a plane sitting next to that tramp Betty Brant.
Exactly. You leave her alone. Girls gotta have fun.
Yeah, most of the time when she was married.
Well, can't defend that.
What?
But can't defend that.
So anyway, yes, they're flying to the Swiss Alps because there's a big press get together, a big science call. Is it a science conference?
Convenient plot point is convenient conference.
I'm surprised. I thought at this point they weren't letting them like mention cloning in a Spider-Man book, but I guess
they snuck it by this one time.
I guess as long as you don't mention a spider clone, you're fine.
I think Bob was asleep at the wheel. Bob Harris or whatever.
I don't know.
He was editor-in-chief at the time.
But that joke of Jonah saying, "Oh, so what do you think about cloning?" That's the closest they got, because he doesn't even think the name Ben Reilly in this issue.
I know, but I love it. It was all a dream.
So they're either making clones or macaroni and cheese because it's Wollstonecraft. Get it? Kraft?
I do.
Macaroni and cheese.
I'm sorry. Like, if you feel personally attacked by this next statement, I'm sorry. Don't feed your children boxed macaroni and cheese. Make it homemade.
That's right. I was going to tell you another macaroni and cheese joke, but it was too cheesy.
Velveeta. Which is not real cheese.
That's like Luca got a kid's joke off of something. I don't know if it was YouTube or somewhere, but he's like, I was going to tell you a pizza joke, but it was too cheesy. For 6, that's good. For 41, I should be ashamed of myself.
You got into your stash of dad jokes, bro.
That's right.
So yeah, no. What else happens after they get off the plane?
Oh, they arrive at the castle. There's a big fancy party going on. It looks like.
And it's just like, wait, is this Transylvania? I feel like this is Transylvania.
Oh, and they only booked them one room in the castle, so Peter and Betty have to share a room.
Ooh!
I think Betty set it up intentionally.
Don't worry, Peter. I won't bite. Heart eyes, heart eyes, heart eyes.
Peter, he's like, I just don't want people to get the wrong idea. Billy Walters would have a field day with this.
Oh, what was that quote by that one guy? Indeed, the fool must think if he buys enough champagne, nobody will notice the way he ignores scientific protocol.
Isn't this the Marvel Universe? Doesn't everybody ignore scientific protocol?
Pretty much.
It's business.
Looking at you, Reed Richards.
Oh, I was going to say Miles Warren, but okay. Oh, come on. Reed's more careful than that fool Victor Von Doom. That vain fool Victor Von Doom got one little tiny scratch on
with a last name like Von Doom. He figures, hey, why not be reckless? I'm a bad boy.
Gets one little scratch on his face and has to encase his whole head in a big metal helmet for the rest of his life.
So it never happens again. Damn straight.
That egomaniac. Fight me, Trilliasser. Although no. He'll put down Victor Von Doom any day as long as you elevate Otto Octavius.
Exactly. I like how they're skulking through the freaking castle, and then they're like, when they get caught, we're looking for the ladies' room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they tried going up the stairs in the castle, and yeah, they're
small ones. I like that. I wish I knew somebody shorter than me to call them a small one.
Children.
No, most children are taller.
Well, Luca was smaller than you. You could have did it.
For now. Next time I see him, he probably won't be.
Yeah, come back next year. He'll be 7. He'll be taller than you.
Wouldn't doubt it.
You're a woman. It's alright to be small.
This makes it easier to be in heels. That suit. I was like, is Peter going for Black Panther or?
I mean, I guess just because it's nighttime. Because again, no Spider.
What is the Young Justice, his stealth suit?
At least he was smart and didn't bring the Spider-Man suit because how much of a coincidence would be?
Oh no, wait, he's Oliver. He's Oliver Queen in that stupid mask breaking into prison.
There you go. But at least he didn't bring the any Spider-Man suit because how much of a big coincidence would people buy? Oh yeah, Spider-Man and Peter Parker show up in the Swiss Alps. Oh, okay. Or would people be like, oh,
Spider-Man's obviously a huge science fan.
maybe Betty Brant is Spider-Man.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Hey, there was an annual where people were, what was it? Alistair Smythe thought Mary Jane was Spider-Man. Spider-Man don't have enough lung capacity, bro.
And that's why you got fired as number 1 henchman. I like how he's like, oh, maybe I'm the one who needs a brain transplant.
But yeah, he climbs up the outside of the castle wall, and finds the room with Frankenstein's monster talking to a clone body in a tank.
Yeah, I like how he comes in and, Betty's in her robe and she's like, you're up early.
Oh yeah, he's skulking around all night. Yeah, so he...
I like how she's like, this mountain air is really getting to me. Yawn, boobs in your face.
Exactly. See? The robe barely tied closed. Yeah, she's doing all her stretches, hoping something pops out. I'm telling you.
Yawning is contagious.
Oh, Peter, you're only married in America.
I was going to say, good thing. He goes, good thing I'm happily married man. And I'm just like, oh, Peter.
That's what she said.
That's why we love you. Yeah, she could have put some actual clothes on, though.
Exactly. Especially, she's like his first girlfriend. Come on.
They're getting ready to go on a Scooby-Doo adventure because they got a little van.
Well, they're comparing notes, and I love the line when she throws out, but no one's ever succeeded at human cloning before. And Peter's like, oh, yeah, of course not.
That would be ridiculous.
Oh, by the way, did you get over the trauma of your cousin dying? Oh, yeah, cousin, yeah.
What are you, Patty Duke?
Because I think right before Ben Reilly died, I think him and Betty were kind of dating. But she never mentions it.
That's unfortunate.
So see, not only is she trying to seduce Peter now, but she couldn't have Peter during the Clone Saga show. She was going after his cousin, who looked exactly like him except for the blonde hair.
Well, maybe she had a thing for blondes, and just that's her type. She has a type, strong jaw, whatever.
Yeah.
Leave Betty alone.
So yeah, so Peter.
Yeah, we're going on our Scooby-Doo adventure to a castle.
Yep. And he finds Baroness Frankenstein, Victoria Frankenstein.
Yeah, and the castle's all trashed.
Yep. And she says, she's only alive. Yeah, she's only alive because of the little ones, because she's been locked up there for weeks.
Victoria Frankenstein.
Yes.
Of course it had to be a woman.
Well, she's the descendant of the original.
I know.
And again, it's a 90s comic. Gives you a excuse to draw another hot chick.
Touche.
So then we get...
So they give us all that stupid exposition, and we see all the tanks.
Well, yeah, and you see the Frankenstein monster still talking to the clone body, which I guess, the Dr. Mac and Cheese has promised to put his brain in this, clone body, unscarred clone body.
Oh, but it's sad. He's like, it's like that point where you're watching the Frankenstein movie and he's playing with the little girl and then he ends up drowning her. You're just like, oh, you had me right till you did that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so Peter frees Victoria Frankenstein, and yeah, she gives him the whole Reader's Digest version of her family's history. About how Victor created the monster, and then the monster lured him to his doom because he was an evil man. But he was frozen in ice for half a century.
That trope just keeps on giving.
I know, but then he meets up with Victoria. But then Ivan, that bad influence Ivan, shows up, who's a servant of Victoria's great-grandfather.
Igor! You meant Igor.
No, maybe that was his dad.
I know. But it's Ivan, and I'm just like, oh, that's cute. I see what you did there. I like how they're like, after luring Victor to his doom, I was just like, oh, please, make it so.
You kind of give it.
I didn't really care for like the green flashback portion of this story.
Oh yeah, like the dark green flashback. Yeah, that's weird. I'm like, why didn't they just do it in black and white again, like they did, like Peter's dream in the beginning? That would have given it like at least give it the old movie feel again.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless they're like, it's not a dream, we can't do that.
The monster's been busy racking up bodies, though.
Yep, and Victoria's telling Peter that, Ivan is not the creature's friend. He's acting like it, but he's not. Because it was Ivan who returned and attacked Victoria and forced her into the basement room.
Wow. So many things to unpack here that I'm just going to leave alone.
So what did Ivan tell the monster where Victoria went? Oh, yeah, she ran away.
Oh, but Peter's feeling all sympathetic.
What?
Peter feels so sympathetic for the creature.
Oh, yeah. But Peter goes back.
Then we're talking we go back to that ancestral home of Dr. Wollstonecraft, and I'm like, oh, you couldn't have done, like, love. Okay, we'll just...
Lovecraft?
Exactly. Only spell it with it, like, L-U-V.
At the ancestral home of Henry Peter Lovecraft.
There's a celebration, and it's just like, yeah, okay.
And meanwhile, Peter's checking out the lab and finds like the secret locked door in the lab, and
something tells me that would be bad if he gained scientific notoriety.
Mm-hmm. But Peter finds the dark secret. Dr. Mac and Cheese. He's going to give the monster a new perfect body, but he's also cloning his monster body. He's going to have an army of monsters.
Well, it's a give and a take. There's a price you pay.
Yeah, I guess, but Peter's like, nothing good can come of this, but because you either sell monsters at the highest bidder, or you have your own monster army, or you're just using these,
A little bit of both.
or you're using these,
You give them the inferior ones, the ones that you give them your practice dummies.
or you're using these clones.
You keep all the refined ones.
Yeah, or you're using these clones as slave labor.
Well,
they're living things, kind of.
We both root for Batman, who we know eats orphans, so it's fine.
And I don't know, does this make sense? It's like, okay, so they're cloning Frankenstein monster's original body, but wasn't he made up of like a couple dead people?
Individual human parts?
Yeah. So shouldn't
human corpses that were already dead?
But again, there's how many different DNA patterns mixed in there?
Exactly.
I mean, unless they just picked one and he just made him look like the monster, I don't know.
You can't think too hard about it, though. We're not Charlie Esser. We're not going to do it.
I know, and it's a one and done, too. Yeah, we're not going to get into the science.
Peter is just like straight up breaking like the fourth wall low key, though, all through this book. He's like, good thing the doc doesn't have spider sense. Flip.
Yeah.
He's looking like Dick Grayson in the shadows with all this acrobatic crap that's going on.
Oh, yeah. Because, Peter goes to see Frankenstein's monster. He's like, what are you doing? Because Betty's looking for Peter, but...
Yeah.
But she is. Anyway.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was up here with me last night.
Ivan's just like, get out of here, trollop. No, he didn't say that. But yeah, so while Betty's basically unintentionally distracting Ivan, Peter's talking to Frankenstein's monster. He's telling him about crap.
I like that they made him kind of intelligent, that he could speak and stuff. I do like that.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's been around for how long? He better learn how to talk.
I mean, to be alone like that, you could be. I mean, there are cases of feral children who never learn how.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I think the whole thing. He hung out with Victoria Frankenstein long enough that I don't know. But Peter's basically telling Frankenstein how Kraft is cloning his monster body, and Frankenstein's like, he would never do that. He's like, yeah, sure. He's like, why do you think your buddy, quote unquote, Ivan, took you from the Baroness? That was the price he had to pay for his new body from Kraft.
And too bad this isn't Wade's World, because the best that's what she said is in this issue. Dear God, they're huge. Somebody stop them. And that's my one per episode. When they're falling down the steps.
Betty in her little red dress.
It covered more than the robe. Just saying.
That's true. Because basically Frankenstein's fighting with Ivan now. He's like, what? He's like, why would Kraft do this? And Ivan's basically like, he's going to give us beautiful new bodies. Why would you care what he does with our old bodies?
Well, he doesn't want to feel betrayed, and he decks that dude.
And just in case you didn't know who Ivan the Hunchback's supposed to be, even Peter's like, back off, Quasimodo.
Quasimodo would like to have a word with you.
I don't see no bells up here, fool. So I just love like Ivan literally says he's given us beautiful new ones. It's like, I'm gonna be a pretty princess. Don't you mess this up for me, Frankenstein. But yeah, dear God, they're huge. Falling down the steps.
Oh man. It's so sad when he's like, tells Peter, he's like, you did this!
And basically, so they're fighting, and I guess Frankenstein does he break looks like he breaks Ivan's neck.
He strangles him, it looks
like. We get a crack, so I'm assuming.
Right, yeah.
As he's strangling him, I'm assuming he broke his neck. He's like, I wanted to believe you were my friend. After they scare everyone away but Peter. Oh yeah. Because he tells Peter, he goes, he was my friend. He says, if you're wrong about this, I'll snap your neck. So Peter says, he wasn't your friend, and I'll prove it. So he takes him to the clone.
Upstairs?
Yep. In the clone bank.
Exactly.
What I don't understand is like, it says Frankenstein's like, oh, here's the perfect clone body I was supposed to have, and I don't know, he's ready to give it up already. I'm like, shouldn't the original plan have been, oh, hey, Peter can transfer you to that clone body and we'll just destroy the other ones?
You would think.
Oh, but Peter tries to tell him, he's like, trust me, living in a body someone grew in a lab wouldn't be a step up.
Says you.
Well, I think Peter's whole thing was like, a couple months ago, I thought I would. EX even tells me this. There was a time, believe it or not, that I thought I was a clone, not a real boy at all, as you put it.
Oh, they name dropped the episode. Take a drink.
Real boy, real boy. Oh yeah, that's the name of it. That's the title of the story. A real boy.
Yep. You fools!
Oh yeah, the Dr. Kraft walks in with his zombie monsters. I won't let you destroy all I worked for. And then Frankenstein picks up Peter and takes off running.
Oh, and he finally shouts it out. It is you that is the monsters. Like, he way to highlight that thing.
As he starts setting the castle on fire.
And then it's like, what exactly is the plan here?
Well, yeah. Frankenstein tells Peter, well, we have to scorch everything to the ground. So we get the 2-page spread of them fighting the zombie monsters, the clone monsters.
And then we have this little philosophical debate about how the creatures didn't ask to be created, blah, blah, blah. But yes, you're all going to burn, sorry.
Until Peter grabs Frankenstein and jumps out the window. Then they're sitting by a stream.
I was like, is he going to drown him like the movie? And then he wakes up and it was a nightmare. But, I mean, that's what they're referencing, obviously, with the flower in the water.
Yeah. Then Peter's like, you couldn't have had, even you said they were abominations, but he's like,
oh,
it's not.
But let's be real. The best thing about this issue is Betty Brant in that red dress with 3 firemen.
What are you trying to say, Laura?
Like, not 1, not 2, but 3.
What can you say? She likes hoes. HOSE.
He's like, in case Rob's listening.
Fire hose.
Oh, but they do get in a good hug. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
That is not a church hug. That is super close and super tight. Leave a little room for Jesus, please. Thank ya.
That's like, I can feel your innie belly button, Betty.
Seriously.
I love. She's like, you don't even look that singed from the fire. I grabbed the change of clothes.
Yeah, from the mystery man.
Yeah, from the Scooby. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. And Peter's like, me and my friend were the last ones to get out. What friend? Because Frankenstein's disappeared.
Oh, and then cut to the little plane and his pensive thoughts.
I have questions which I'm never gonna get answered because we're not gonna come back to this.
Just give it 20 years. We'll come back.
It's been like 20 years. They haven't come back to it yet. Spider-Man just does supernatural and stuff every so often. It's not,
Yeah, I know.
And then, of course, the last...
But, hey, let's not forget, doesn't technically Kraft is still alive.
Oh, yeah, on the last page, he swears of revenge against the monster, yeah.
So it's like, well, they left it open-ended enough. We're waiting! Christopher Golden, where are you?
I mean, I'm trying to...
Somebody get Christopher Golden on the phone.
I'm trying to remember. Frankenstein may have appeared again, but I don't think they ever came back to this story.
Yeah, it's definitely gave it a one and done.
Oh, yeah, these last two. I mean, most of the Spider-Man Unlimiteds were like one and done.
Which is ironic, because it's unlimited.
I know. Here, Frankenstein's monster from Marvel Comics. The first appearance of the Frankenstein monster in Marvel Comics came in the 5-page horror comic story, Your Name is Frankenstein. Oh, writer-editor Stan Lee and artist Joe Manley.
Way to use that copyright law.
In Menace number 7, September 1953. So Frankenstein predates, the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, all of them in the Marvel Universe.
Even Namor?
The following decade, a robot replica of Frankenstein's monster appeared as an antagonist in X-Men 40. So they fought a Frankenstein robot.
That sounds more like DC, but okay.
The actual monster first appeared in the Heir of Frankenstein in Silver Surfer number 7.
So we can get a resolution. We just got to tweet Christopher Golden that there's interest. There's money to be had.
I know.
He said, I actually really don't care. Neither do you. Shut up. Shut up, you.
So, are you saying these two Spider-Man never? Because it said he was in Marvel Team Up 36 and 37. So, shouldn't that mean he teamed up with Spider-Man already before this?
Maybe it was a different. Maybe there's different Frankenstein. Maybe that was like the actual real Frankenstein, and there's been maybe some of those clones actually escaped. We don't know. Maybe this isn't as linear as we all thought. Philip.
Here again. Also, that decade, he again confronted Spider-Man in Spider-Man Unlimited 21, which we're talking about. I love when everyone gets amnesia and doesn't remember that they met before.
It's called Norman Osborn-itis.
Are you an Osborn, sir? Were you close?
That's the real plot twist.
Oh, there's been different clones of the Frankenstein monster.
See? How we explain everything away.
I love the first Nazi clone, second Nazi clone, Howling Commandos clone. Man, they just love to clone him in World War II, didn't they?
I mean, what else was there to do?
Oh, because he fought the invaders.
Oh, wow. Like I said, if you can use it, use it.
Yeah, I see the cover from Invaders 31 where he's smacked around Cap and Namor.
Namor? First of all.
Drunk, yeah.
How dare they? Smirch the bad name of Namor.
Steal your wife, Namor.
Sorry, Cyclops.
So I was gonna say, I meant Reed Richards, but yeah, true. Namor loves the blondes.
Namor loves them all.
Exactly.
So, I guess it's time for shameless plug.
That's right. Lil's like, I gotta drink and get to bed. All right. So again, everyone, share your thoughts. Next episode will be our current issues review, and then again, the month of November, we're gonna be talking original Hobgoblin.
Original.
The good one. Yeah. So share your thoughts with us. Email capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Watch us live on the Capes and Lunatics Facebook, Twitter, and at getvocal.com/channel/capes. And check out, it'll be in the show notes, but check out all of the Capes and Lunatics social media links, including the ones for Ultimate Spider Cast at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. All right. She's been known to be a monster herself, Lilith Hellfire. Where can people get a hold of you?
If you want to tweet along to my crazy, zany antics in regards to the Arrowverse, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire. And of course, for me, Magic, you can find me at Lilith Hellfire69 over on Instagram.
Fight me, nerd.
Classics never die. All right, everyone. Again, join us next time for some current reviews. Oh, and send us your list. What do you want to see us cover Spider-Wise in 2020? I include you in that, Lilith Hellfire. Send me your list. But until next time, swing on back.
Whip.